Good evening, good Friday, everybody. 4th of July Friday. This is the Problematicast, episode number 7. And I'm joined by my good E-Bud and cohort and sidekick of this whole ordeal, Drunken Punk 800.
How you doing?
Yeah, so I just want to say happy Friday and happy 4th of July to all y'all. This is when we celebrate this country's fine freedom that we celebrate every single 4th of July. And you know it's not the 4th yet, but we're on our way there. We're 4 days away. So, you got anything you want to say about that, DP?
Yeah, it would be nice if all the rights that all our veterans and everything have fought for would quit being stripped away or bastardized. That'd be great.
It would be wonderful. Matter of fact, I have a short story I would like to tell. There is a story. I have a friend in Michigan. His name is Joe. I will not say his last name over camera because I don't want him to be overexposed. He had his father-in-law. His name was Nikolai. He fought for our country during the Vietnam War and in Desert Storm. Unfortunately, last year he lost his pension somehow. It's still unknown. I tried to get information on that, but let's just say in the wintertime he couldn't afford his heat and he died of hypothermia in a house all alone with nothing. A man that fought hard for our country fell of something that could easily been avoided. And what really makes me angry is his children didn't even bother checking on the guy knowing of his situation. Why would you fucking do that? The guy was nice. Joe told me that he gave Joe a Luger. I don't know the exact model of it. It was a gun. It was the gun, a Luger, and some kind of mock flintlock he made while he was in the service, because he loved guns. He gave those to Joe because he was getting old. He had no use for them, and Joe loved guns as well. So he gave them to Joe. And Joe has them in a shadow box and put Nikolai's name and the years he served as a memorandum of Nikolai. But the fact that...
Well, at least someone gives a shit about the man,
Right. He wanted to talk to me. I called Joe, and he was just in tears. And that man never cries over anything. When his father died, he didn't cry. And he was close to his old man. But his father-in-law, on the other hand... he was just balled up like a baby, and I asked him, why didn't your wife check up on her father? Oh, she was too busy with the kids and everything and this and that. You can't take an hour of your fucking day to go check on a relative that you supposedly care and love? Does that take too much of an effort for you to do?
Veterans get treated like such shit, and it's a travesty.
It is. I mean, they fought hard. They fight hard for this country, for our freedom, for our way of life. I mean, all you SJWs and bronies and all you idiots I want to strangle, LGBT in particular. You all have to thank them for your stupid, fucking, blown-out, retarded society that you have created. You have them to thank, because if it wasn't for them, you wouldn't be given this so-called freedom of expression.
Yeah, they want to bitch about the patriarchy and all this. It's like, listen, if there really was a patriarchy, you wouldn't be allowed to talk. You would be in the fucking kitchen making me dinner.
Yeah, you be making me some ravioli right now, motherfucker, and some cheese ravioli, and some garlic bread. I don't know why I said that, but it just sounded good at the time, so I thought I would express that in a meaningful way. But, needless to say, yes, our countrymen, the people who fought hard for this country, the people who actually have done for this country, regardless of the minuscule amount or a large amount, don't get enough credit. They don't get enough recognition, and they deserve it. Even those who fought hard in 1976 for our independence.
You said 1917, dude.
I thought I said 1776. I didn't?
I don't know.
I'll check it later, and if I did,
It doesn't matter.
Well, I know it's 1776. I may have slipped. I don't fucking know. I don't know where I am anymore. My brain is fried because of this whole shit with my family. Speaking of, I don't want to get too personal, but my mom returned home, and basically, we're not talking. I'm not talking to any of them. So, I mentioned in my previous video before I went to Michigan that that I care about my mother and everything, and I do love her as my mother, but I hate her as a person now because she just pretty much showed her true colors during this whole ordeal. So if anything happens to her again, I'm not going up there, and I mean it this time.
Yeah, it's just bullshit.
It is.
It's a whole clusterfuck, the whole situation, from what you told me.
I'm tired of it, man, and I'm not trying to make this the emo-amaticast or anything like that. I'm just tired of it. I mean, those people have just shoved me in corners and basically shut me out from everything and left me out of some of the family outings and shit like that. And like I said in that one video on my birthday, if you have things you can do with your family and have fun, like barbecues, friendships, hanging out, enjoy it, embrace that shit, because eventually sometime down the road you could lose all that. That's what happened with me. I don't have any of that anymore, and it's not that I don't want it, it's that I can't get that anymore because I don't have family members down here where I live, and it's right now it's hot as fuck outside, and I don't have any friends here in Oklahoma, and all I have is some neighbors, and that's it. But you know how neighbors are in the South. They're just nosy, and they use you for what you're worth.
Can I borrow a cup of sugar?
Bingo. That's what they are. All fucking neighborly people in Oklahoma are like that. They just want to use you for something, for spare change, for beer, for whatever the fuck you have to give them. They act like goddamn charity cases, and it pisses me off.
Can I fuck your wife for a bit? My sister got the crabs.
Listen here there, Lester. You need to shut your fucking mouth before I pop it, bitch.
Who you call a bitch, motherfucker?
Man, Cletus, I will kill you. I got that fucking 12 gauge in the shit out there.
I'll fuck you like you's in prison. Again.
If you come anywhere near my asshole, I will stab you and end your ass. Now get the fuck off my lawn here. Don't come back, y'all.
We should do a fucking video and IBS on Redneck Rampage. Totally. I think we got it down pretty good.
Yeah, the problem is I can't keep that accent for long because then I changed from Southern to something else. It's just I can't. I'm not consistent, but I can try. Anyway.
Just an idea. Just a bullshit. One of our many, many tangents we always go on.
Absolutely.
All right, I'm gonna get us another topic here.
Yes.
Now, anyway.
Yeah, let's move forward. I just want to say thank you for all those who fought.
Just fucking suck, and the veterans are awesome, and they really deserve getting treated better. And I read the other day that that Trump he really wants to reform the fucking thing, and I hope if he gets elected, he stays true to that. Because if not, he's gonna have a lot of pissed off veterans wanting his fucking head.
Absolutely, and there's a lot of them with some firearms, and they're probably ready to put them to work if they need to. So let's just hope he stays true to his word. But we all know that most candidates who speak their shit on the fucking podium is speaking nothing but pure, smelly, unadulterated bullshit.
Yeah, well, that's politics for you, but at least he's not a career politician. He has that going for him at least, like fucking Hillary Clinton.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you know that the feminists are voting for her right now because she's all about that shit.
Ugh. Blah.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, we're stepping on dicks.
Yeah,
but,
again.
It happens. But honestly, I don't think so. I don't think enough young people are going to go out and vote for her because a lot of the fucking women, they were hot for Bernie, dude.
Really? I wasn't aware of this.
Yeah, with young people, I mean, you had a lot, I'm sure there's Hillary supporters, but it's pretty much been, either people wanting Trump or people wanting Bernie, and I don't know. If she wins, it'll be due to some sort of fucking shady dealings, most likely.
Well, they say some of the ballot votes are fixed near the end game, and that usually determines who's the winner. Like I said, it's fair game right now. We don't know exactly who's going to be our next president. All we have to do is either sit and watch, and when the ballots come up to vote, Go cast your vote if you think it's going to make a difference, but in my honest opinion of hearts, I don't think it's going to make a difference. We're fucked either way.
Pretty much. It's the culture. It's sick.
Yeah, the American society is like a sick dog, and you know what you do with a sick dog? You do the honorable thing. Put it down. That's what American society needs to be, is put down, because it is sick, rabid, and obnoxious, and I'm sick of it.
All right, so this story here, I just happened to stumble upon this. I was looking around for something else, which I ended up finding, but I found this little story here. Mafia takeout, owner of famed New York City pizzeria gunned down in suspected mob hit. It sounds like an episode from The Sopranos. The owner of a famed Brooklyn pizza joint, once at the center of a mob war over the theft of a pizza sauce recipe, was gunned down in front of his home Thursday night in a targeted hit, the New York Post reports. Louis Barbati, 61, an owner of L&B Spumoni Gardens in Bensonhurst, was steps from his front door when he was ambushed by a man in his 30s wearing a hoodie, the Post reported. Barbati was shot 5 times and screamed out for his wife as he lay dying with $10,000 in a plastic bag and a loaf of bread in his hands. Barbati's Italian immigrant father founded L&B in 1939. The pizzeria is best known for its Sicilian pizza and ices. Regularly appears on Best of New York lists.
So let me get this straight before you go further. This dude was murdered just because of a stolen recipe of sorts?
That's what it sounds like. It's like, what?
That's elementary school bullshit. Why the hell are you gonna kill somebody just for a stolen recipe? You could beat the shit out of him. That would have got the point across. But to end the dude's life? Come the fuck on. I mean, I understand the mob has no mercy for anybody. I mean, I've watched The Sopranos. I watched the first 3 seasons. It's a great show. I just kind of
they're pretty much, if you don't fuck with them, they don't fuck with you. But this is just fucking weird. It was just
childish, bizarre.
I just thought it was kind of sad and yet funny at the same time.
It's amusing. Yes. Sauce? Yes. Son of a bitch! You stole my pizza. You stole my garlic. I'm gonna fucking end you, motherfucker. And that's pretty much what happened. to wrap it up in the nuts.
It's a good thing the fucking mafia doesn't own Coke and Pepsi, man, because fuck you, fuck you.
Speaking of sodas, I gotta. I'm not gonna mention Crystal Pepsi again. I just want to say, me and my wife were talking about this the other night, though. They keep removing sodas that are very well loved by certain groups of people. I understand they're not making the sales that are, I guess, necessary to make the ingredients and to make a profit off that. But I still think it's an asshole move to remove a product that a certain group of people buy just because it's not making the sales. I mean, like, look at Pepsi Blue, for instance. Okay, Pepsi Blue was loved by a lot of people, at least the people I knew, during its run in 2002.
Yeah.
And and now when you look around on YouTube or various sites, they're trying to recreate that flavor and sell it to people who want that flavor back. And they make a profit. Like, look at Nazi Cola. Nazi Cola tastes just like Crystal Pepsi by everyone who's tasted it. Okay? And see, in Pepsi... Now, Pepsi's going to make Crystal Pepsi again, which I'm happy about. But at the same time, you have some schmuck out there... Oh, hold on.
Yeah?
My mom was trying to call me. I declined it.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't want to... I don't want to talk to her. Anyway... So she can just leave a message. Anyhow, back to what I was saying. I'm sorry. Nazi Cola is basically banking on Crystal Pepsi's idea, and people are buying it on Amazon and other places that sell it. And they're making a profit because there are people out there who still enjoy Crystal Pepsi. Now, if you take that product away, you know, other people are going to find the means to bring that flavor back to those who want it, and they're going to make a bank off your idea. So why the hell did they feel the need to pull the fucking product off the market if they could still make a little bit of a profit to that specific amount of people? Just don't make it in mass production. Make it in low production. Like, I like Coca-Cola C2 because it had half the sugar and half the caffeine than most sodas out there. And that was great because that way I could, not fucking pound in like a bunch of Coke and worry about my thighs getting bigger than they already are. But I was just happy to consume something that didn't have a lot of something that's not good for you.
Well, the thing is too, if the pop isn't selling good enough, fucking advertise it. They don't advertise 90% of the shit that's on store shelves. Like, I'm not a Pepsi drinker. I like Coke, but I like this Pepsi cherry vanilla.
Yes, I've had it.
And I didn't even know this existed, but I was down at the store one day and I saw it. I'm like, I don't really like Pepsi, but I'll try it. And it's actually good, and I can't stand Pepsi, but this shit's actually decent.
Yeah, Pepsi tastes like watered-down cola flavored, in my opinion, but I know there's still a lot of fans of their particular formula, which is fine. To me, Pepsi and Coke are both staples of the colas, and I just can't see a world without one or the other.
They're both fucking American icons, both of them.
Exactly, and while they are a cause of obesity, I will admit that, because of the high fructose corn syrup. Take notes, guys. You can find another cheap form of sweeteners out there that isn't aspartame, sucralose, or high fructose corn syrup.
I'd rather they just go back to sugar.
Well, Pepsi has done that. You see Pepsi Cola made with real sugar, right?
Yeah, the throwback packs, they did that with Mountain Dew as well.
Yeah, and I think it tastes better, even though it is sugar, but it's not high fructose corn syrup. But
your body can't tell the difference.
Yes,
yeah, but
can.
My mouth can, and it tastes fucking awful.
Yeah, and the thing about high fructose corn syrup, blah, blah, blah. According to a couple doctors that I've talked to, both in Michigan and in Oklahoma, they said that high fructose corn syrup sticks to your fat cells and inflates them. So, and sugar can be burned easily with a little bit of exercise. Because high fructose corn syrup is some man-made bullshit using refined corn in some kind of diabolical combination of ingredients to make a sweetener that's cheaper to mass produce. I get that. But see, the thing is, if we use the sugar that God intended or whoever, the creator out there intended, maybe the obesity, the epidemic would be a little less severe than it is.
Yeah, too much sugar isn't good for you, but it's kind of like, heroin. Heroin's not good for you. What's worse for you? Crocodile, synthetic heroin that's rotting off people's fucking limbs.
Yes. Also, bear in mind that because if you noticed, once high fructose corn syrup went into mass production, corn syrup in general, you noticed that the American population got really big, myself included, because a lot of that stuff is cheap to buy because it's refined and crap that it doesn't cost nearly as much as it did when it was made with sugar. And I just think we need to find a better solution. I mean, stevia is a good start, but a lot of people either don't like stevia because they think it tastes weird, or they claim it's too expensive to use in sodas. But Coca-Cola's doing it with Coca-Cola Life. Why can't?
Oh yeah, that's actually good.
And there's a new Pepsi coming out. I don't know. It's supposed to be the original formula from the 1800s. It's called Pepsi 1893, I believe, is the name.
I'd have to try that.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the original formula, like to the T. And if that gets released here in Oklahoma, I would like to try it.
Yeah, give me the original Coke formula with cocaine in it.
Yes. Dude, we could take on worlds and worlds and worlds and not need one wink of sleep ever again.
Shit.
Or remember the energy drink cocaine. That was something else. That gave me the shakes, for real.
Yeah.
I kept the can. I don't know. It's in one of my little storage bins that when I moved, because as soon as I bought it, like a week or two later, they announced it was going off the shelf. So I wanted to keep it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I just wanted to keep it for a memorandum. Alright, Mom sent me a voicemail. I'll listen to it later, but I doubt I'll call her back. I don't want to talk to her. Sorry. This is totally something unorthodox for our podcast. I apologize.
Whatever, man. You know, you're dealing with real shit.
Real life shit, peoples. It happens with some of us, you know. I know some of us like to just be in our little bubble on our computer or on our video game systems where nothing is wrong, everything is happy-go-dory. But then when real life hits you in the face like an anvil, a lot of stuff can happen. And
well, we're two of the realest motherfuckers left on this site to begin with. Everyone else is all like, "Hi, I'm hipster dipshit dumb shit. Today I'm going to show you this stupid fucking expensive thing I got for free because I sucked a lot of dick."
Yeah, or hi, my name is Joe. I'm a dumbass and I'm poor and I fucking gave my friends reach arounds the other day and they bought me this new laptop. Hey, so I'm looking at you.
Toasty 3D.
No, that's.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that's Toasty 4K.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, seriously though. I mean, you don't see me e-begging. I mean, even if you and I made a Patreon, no one would fucking support it anyway. I mean, if like I actually did make a Patreon just to see where it would take me, I would use the money to get better equipment to make my my vlogs.
Yeah.
I might
eventually do it once I get over 1,000 or a couple of thousand subs, if that ever happens, because YouTube keeps purging the dead accounts, which is a good thing, but it's still annoying when your shit drops by I only lost 15, but like fucking other people, man, I've seen lost like 1,800 in a day.
Okay, there's this guy I mentioned to you before. His name is DTM Rambles. He's gone by different names with DTM. He makes basically he's not good by any means. His videos are kind of boring. He's just one of those douchebags that shows gameplays and reads by a script. This guy used to get, like, his old videos of, like, say 2 years ago, 24,000 views, I think, was his peak. I could be wrong on that. But I look at his videos now, they're 50, 60 plus. That's it.
Wow, I get more now.
I want to know what the motherfuck he did to make his subscriber count drop that low, or whatever. I mean, my only guess is when he started on YouTube, he followed the formula and didn't evolve. And now everyone's looking for these bootleg Jontrons and AVGNs that they want to watch, which I would rather eat dog shit than watch another episode of one of them idiots.
How appropriate of a comment.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd rather eat dog shit than watch this fucking AVGN ripoff.
Or I'd rather just not watch anything at all. I'd rather stare at the wall. Because, I mean, if I have to hear Mike Matei's voice one more time, I'm going to...
Oh my god, he sounds like his nutsack never dropped, man.
Exactly. I want to break something if I hear his voice. The only guy I like in the whole Cinemassacre is Bootsy. Why? Is because he's mature-minded, he's well-spoken, and he's experienced in the gaming world. He's not a fucking poser like Mike Matei or James Rolfe.
Mike Matei is just a fucking Klingon, man. He's a dingleberry. He sticks on fucking James's ass and doesn't go away.
Yeah, and James, if you don't shave your asshole, that motherfucker's gonna cling on to you until the day you die.
Ooh, what's that say about James, man? He must have fucking fur growing out of that thing.
Oh, Jesus. He has, like, hair sticking out of the turd. You know how you, like, make shish kebabs and you shove the thing in there? And then you have, like, one end and the other skewered by the pike. That's pretty much what his ass hair does to the Mike Matei Klingon.
Hello, sir. Would you like a poop kebab?
Poop kebab.
It's made today.
I want it well done, sir.
Okay. And wow, I'm getting a pretty good buzz off this flaming turd.
Burning sulfur.
I don't know. I'd rather eat one of those than watch Review Tech USA.
Oh, Jesus, probably, yes. I'd rather burn a shit-smelling incest... Incest the fuck... What's wrong? Incense! Jesus, what is wrong with me?
Quite a bit. Captain Incest.
Incest is best. Put your sister to the test. Bend her over, stick it in.
Down in Oklahoma.
Down here in Oklahoma, I married my cousin, Maurice. She's a beautiful thing with them party lips. And
Two pair.
Yeah, she has them buck teeth. That's perfect for sucking dick. I touch them gums. Reminds me of Mama's home cooking.
Oh, we're just on the fucking rednecks today, man.
I know. And the thing is I fucking own a Confederate flag, and I speak highly of the South because they had the right idea, but that's just my opinion.
They had the right to fucking secede, I'll give them that much.
Right. And then the North kicked their ass, and, well, the rest is history, unfortunately. But didn't you say you had another topic as well? Because we should move on from this before we go on another tangent.
Hello and welcome to the Hillbilly Podcast.
I don't know.
We're going to talk about lynching motherfuckers that need lynching. And we're going to talk about fucking our sisters, which we already did. And we're going to talk about eating some French fried potatoes. Anyway. U.S. military lifts ban on transgenders serving openly.
Oh, Jesus.
The big one.
Oh, yeah, you mentioned that to me yesterday. What the fucking fuck?
Next, we're going to have people with fucking schizophrenia in the military and pedophiles and shit.
It's absolutely maddening to see this kind of shit even considered okay. And the fucking thing I hate the most about it, I know I always say that with everything, but the thing that brings my piss to a boil about that whole thing is, we have our own views on certain, how should we say this, special social groups out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, okay, the right to be human, that's pretty much their argument with that. So it's not okay to be human? What the fucking kind of planet you living on? Okay, well, the thing about it is the military has always been a forefront. I forgot where I was going with that. It's been basically a set in stone core. Okay, and now they're changing it up with this fucking goofy ass LGBT bullshit once more that I'm just annoyed with because it just
it's like it. Yeah.
Go on. Sorry.
Nah, you were struggling, but I was just going to say the thing I wrote to you the other day on Steam. Are you a peer puffer? Do you suck dicks? Why, yes, I do. I'm Kim Justice. I'm a lady now.
I suck plenty of dick. See, there I go again with my hillbilly accent.
That's great, though. It's too good.
Yeah, well.
I'm a lady now.
I love you.
You got a pretty mouth on you.
Got some party lips. They look better on my little tater tot.
They call me tater salad. I don't know what it is, man. I love dissing on rednecks sometimes, and my best friends were rednecks growing up.
Yeah,
but it's just a funny voice, man.
It really is, and I've known quite a few people from the Virginia part of the United States that were some eBuds in the early 2000s that I used to have voice chat with on MSN, and they had a really thick Southern accent, and sometimes I talked to them so much that I started to develop it, and I'm like, the fuck? I'm like, no, I'm a Yankee. I need to speak like one. So. Some Okies have that thick accent, too. I mean, it's not as thick as, say, Texans or Louisiana and Mississippi and all that, and Virginia, but it's still awfully thick. You can tell when they're from the country.
Anyway, back on topic, though.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's fine. I mean, at least it's interesting.
Yes.
But,
continue.
Yeah, our mission is to defend this country, and we don't want barriers unrelated to a person's qualifications to serve, preventing us from recruiting or retaining the soldier, sailor, airman, blah blah blah, or marine, who can best accomplish a mission. You know who can't accomplish a mission?
Who's that?
People with severe fucking mental issues.
Absolutely. See, here's a problem with America, amongst a billion other things, but let's add another to that list. People glorify mental illness now. Mental illness is no longer considered an illness. It's considered a blessing. Well, as a person who suffers from many mental disorders, it's a curse, everybody. It is not to be glorified. If I could just snap my fingers and get rid of all that goes on in my head, I would get rid of it instantly, because it is not fun to live with mental illness. Yeah. And now mental illness today, at least from what I'm seeing, is people are using that as an excuse to be something they're not, and it's something they regret. Like recently, DP told me today, as a matter of fact, that there was an interview of a person who regretted their changing their gender, and he had an interview with 2 other people, and he was silenced because
they took it. It was taken down,
and it's my personal belief. I could be totally wrong on this, but see, I honestly think that they are trying to be LGBT or whoever the fuck is running this shit show of a country or whatever the fuck. They're doing this because this is a way of promoting population control. They figured if more men become women and more men marry men and more women marry women, we don't have mass population anymore. Because if you look around you, everybody, this world is overpopulated as it is.
Fucking men are pretty goddamn feminized in this country anymore anyway.
I know, it's disgusting.
These fucking hipster dipshits and and they you don't have to be fucking a big bulking Arnold Schwarzenegger motherfucker to be tough, but these people are not tough. They are fucking afraid of everything. These agoraphobic little pussy bitches who don't ever stand up to anybody.
No,
cowards.
They run away. They hear a gunshot, they run away. They get confronted by somebody who is not in agreement with whatever opinion they have, they run away. If they get any kind of aggression towards them of any sort, minuscule or large, they run away. What happened to standing your ground and fighting for what you believe in?
No, when you do that now, you get taken to court.
Exactly, and your ass gets locked up or put in fucking, going through the whole beautiful bullshit judicial process. System. Yeah.
Like the fucking Zimmerman case.
Yeah, we've seen how well the fucking judicial system has worked out for some people. Like a couple of Mexicans, can't think of their name. If you know them, you may know what I'm talking about. Who were convicted with murder, and it turns out they were innocent, and they were put to death, and they were found out they were innocent after they were put to death.
I didn't hear that one.
I can't remember the name, and I wish I could for the sake of the podcast, but some of you out there may know it. If you want to write down in the comment section of who I'm talking about, if you know what I'm talking about, please feel free so I can be more
the ones I always remember are Ramos and Campion, who were border agents, and they were of Mexican heritage, and they got freaking sent to prison for doing their fucking job.
See, that's shameful as a nation for us to do that to people who are just simply trying to make an honest living to support themselves or their family or whatever it is that they're paying for, and then get fucking raped in the ass, so to speak, for it.
Yeah, and the government, the guy that they were after, that I think they shot him or something, he didn't die, but the government actually, just let him go. And he's a fucking drug runner, probably cartel affiliated.
Yeah. Along with El Chapo.
God bless America. And people always, they always give me shit for my views on things, or they call me treasonous or this or that. Listen, I fucking love the goddamn country. I just don't like the way the government's been for, past 20 years.
I love this beautiful land. I love the forests, the mountains, the plains, the geography features that are all over this nation. It's the people, the government, that makes it poison. And as I said earlier, it's a poison like a sickened dog. It needs to be put down.
Yeah, we need a fresh fucking start. I mean, Jesus Christ. It's like this whole fucking thing. you know, like I was thinking 10 years ago, you could do so much more. You could fucking smoke in a bar. You could smoke in fucking restaurants. You could do anything. Like, all our goddamn rights are being taken away.
And no one's doing nothing about it. They're just taking it because they're like, oh, there's nothing we can do. There is something you can do. You can stand up for what you believe in and fight for your rights. I mean, look at LGBT. They did that, and look, they got their way. So why don't we fight for the rights for smoking and other things?
Because people with more conservative values don't fucking bitch, moan, and complain as much as the fucking left does. That's the only reason they even took half those officers to fucking trial, who were clearly in the right. They took them to trial because they knew if they didn't, they'd have to listen to fucking for like, 9 goddamn months on end. That's the only reason. This whole fucking country is turning into vigilante fucking justice of the wrong kind because these fucking retards, these goddamn SJW types are getting just louder, more obnoxious, and every time anyone makes any concession for them or apologizes to them over something, they push harder and harder and harder and get worse and just more vicious. And that's, if it wasn't for a lot of the fucking veterans and shit we have around that are for gun rights, for personal liberties, they would already have gotten rid of fucking guns in this country by now.
I totally agree with your statement there, and you make a very valid point. It's just this country's getting to the point where it's so hard to be happy and humble anymore because all these groups are making themselves known because they like, me, I need to be looked at. I need to be paid attention to because I'm important. I'm an individual. Look, me and DP are individuals, okay? Our fathers nutted and our mothers cunts, and we came out 9 fucking months later. It doesn't make you special, okay?
That's classy. Can I get that on a fucking, a postcard?
I would. I put that in a fucking poster and put it outside my fucking house. Or something. It doesn't make you special, okay? You're brought here into the world the same way everyone else has. You're not special, okay? Let's get that out the window. Secondly, your group is poison. It's poisoning society as a whole, okay? Because I get it. You believe in something that you believe everyone should be created equal. That's fine. That's all well and dandy. But the problem is you're shoving it in the faces of those who don't give a shit. And I've said that before, and I'll say it until you fucking understand. You need to just get off your fucking high horse and understand now everyone's going to look at the world the same way you do, and you just need to shut the fuck up, live the life the way you want it, and stop shoving it in the face of those who don't care. And then maybe we won't have a problem anymore. But until that day comes, which it won't, because you want yourself to be heard and noticed, that's why YouTube exists. And you need to show your ugly fucking, I don't know what you're like Two-Face. One half is a woman, one half is a man. You're on camera speaking your bullshit opinion that doesn't mean jack shit to anybody. And no one gives a damn other than your LGBT group. You guys are like juggalos in that regard. You seriously, you guys band together like a bunch of juggalos. And
they both dress up like clowns.
Yeah, exactly. It's a, I know it's a gang, and I don't have a problem with gangs necessarily, but the juggalos and LGBT, they're poison to society. There's nothing different that differentiates between the two. The only difference is one worships faggotry, the other worships clowns.
I think the best quote ever put to film is, "You are not special. You are not a beautiful or unique snowflake. You're the same decaying organ matter as everything else."
Amen to that.
Or organic matter, rather, but yeah.
You shout out your mom's cunt. You lived life. You were raised whoever raised you in the world. I'm not knowledgeable on everybody. Okay, you're growing old. You're gonna get old. You're gonna die. Nothing you do in life matters. So why the fuck do you need to justify that for future generations? Is that why you need to justify this shit?
You need to apologize. You left out the test tube babies.
You can suck the smeg off my cock. Do you want me to make myself clear? That's what I'd say to that cocksucker if they were ever to talk to me like that.
Oh, I swear, that's what all those types are like. Oh, you're leaving out this, you're leaving...
It's like, you know what? You're speaking, but all I'm hearing in the background from your voice is this. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. That's what I'm hearing. Shit.
Like that South Park episode. We talked about this earlier.
Yes, indeed. And you know what? Stan Marsh drinks alcohol at the end of the episode, and that just to prove a point. Not saying alcohol is the ultimate cure, but it does dull the pain.
Yeah.
It does dull the pain because we live in a world today where you need to take some. If you don't take,
I got me a goddamn tall boy and a 12-pack of beer.
I got me 2 tall boys in the freezer waiting for me to drink them. It's just the fact I'm going to wait for after this podcast is over, and I need to eat something so so it has the alcohol can absorb and something so I don't throw up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good drinking on an empty stomach.
No, I learned that the hard way when I was back when I first.
Ooh, the hard way.
Not that kind of way, you fucker. God damn it.
I like it hard.
I know it. Well, I'm glad you do. That's great.
Shut up. No, I better get a fucking rainbow tattoo on my fucking face, right? Like all these other fucking attention whore bastards.
Or better yet, why don't you put it across your belly button or your fucking ass cheek?
God.
And
I don't get that. Like we were talking last week when Michelle was on, fucking, I'm gonna make this my entire identity. I'm not a person, I'm Kim Justice. Tranny.
Exactly. And it's worse when they get on camera and they speak their fucking bullshit about why it's good to become a tranny, how it's changed their lives for the better. And then, you know what's funny? Many years down the road, they come back on that same camera with mascara wiping down their face. I regret my decision. It's awful. It's like, you know what? You could have avoided that just by accepting who you are.
Yeah.
Simple as that. There's, everyone says love wins when it comes to this LGBT shit. Okay, here's the thing. If that was the case, gentlemen, ladies, trannies, whatever the fuck you may be, I like to call you, okay? That was true. Pedophilia would be legal, okay? Because they love children. So love wins, right? Love has no discrimination, right? Right?
They're gonna try to do that next, I guarantee it.
So
we can't discriminate. They have a different lifestyle choice.
So is polygamy. That's going to be next too, I'm sure. People want
polygamy.
Why? Yeah. Why the fuck? It's hard enough to pay for one wife. Why would you want 4?
I have to have 10 different wives. Otherwise, Allah would not like me.
And I can't have my 40 virgins. I want my 40 virgins when I go and eat my beef jerky before I run into the station wagon with all the little children in it and praise my love to Allah and blow myself up.
You said blow.
Yeah, I did.
Today on the Problematicast,
we're going to talk about blowing things. Blow pops.
I'll give you a blow pop. Watch it come out of its little home. Yeah. But, yeah, get fucked. As normal.
Yeah, well, that's the thing about you and I. We have a unique sense of humor.
Yeah, dark as fucking death.
And that's beautiful. I mean,
dark as a politician's fucking cold, lifeless heart.
Cold as a politician's dirty, cancer-infested colon from getting rammed up the ass by Barack Obama himself.
Hope he changey, everyone.
Yeah, hope he changey, which he has. Yeah, he changed us all right. Put us in fucking national debt beyond belief. All he did.
I forgot how many trillions it's been. I mean, I've lost fucking count.
So
cash for clunkers, and now everyone's driving around cars with, guess what? Multiple dents, different colored panels. It didn't fix anything. His stimulus package he did fucking years ago, that didn't do shit to jumpstart the economy. The only thing that has jumpstarted the economy and got gas prices down, was it him? Was it our Lord and Savior, Obama? No. It was fucking fracking, man.
Mm-hmm.
It was industry. It was upstarts like fucking, Uber and all those car services through people's phones and smartphones in general. When did those start taking off? Like 2010, 2011. it's industry that brought everything. He didn't do shit. He
No.
fucking played golf and jacked off and fucked his ugly, bony-armed wife.
Yeah, that looks like a man in drag. And unfortunately...
Pulls off the mask, it's Kim Justice.
Wow, you threw a curveball on that one. That was great.
I don't have any balls. I'm a lady.
I have a flashlight for a cunt.
Oh my god, probably.
Some kind of mad scientist experiment where they connect nerves to a flashlight. So, who gets sensation up his couch? Can you just imagine that? No, actually don't. I don't want to give you nightmares. Wake up in a cold sweat. The fuck was that? God damn you, Demonius!
Jesus Christ.
But, yeah.
Topics, got any written down? I know we already talked about tranny clowns. I mean, whatever it's called.
But whatever it's called. Well, there was, I believe, a bombing that took place again. So the Muzzies, our good old friend the Muzzies, are at it again. And a lot of people were injured. And, here's something of interest. If that's something that doesn't have to do with...
I think I did read about that, actually.
Yeah.
I don't remember where it was. It was in a different country. But, yeah, you know... Let's go blow up people. That sounds like good time.
The end is coming according to Ron Paul. Oh, boy.
Ron Paul likes to drink that fucking Alex Jones Kool-Aid too much.
Yeah.
I mean, shit's fucked, but...
Shit is fucked. This is true, but I don't think we're nearing the end of anything yet. I mean, I know a lot of people like to preach their bullshit about the end is dying, this and that. Until I actually see concrete evidence in front of me, I can't believe it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the day of fucking, NASA reports that comet the size of fucking Texas is coming for the country. Okay.
Shit. When the day it happens, I'll be out there with a beer, and I will I will enjoy that fucker while it melts my flesh. Frees me from this bullshit place known as Earth. From the people who've brought it down to where it is right now.
Yeah, that's the only time you can really predict the end of the Earth, when something in trajectory is actually coming towards the planet at fucking insane velocities. That's it. Other than that, how many times have they tried this shit? Oh, Nostradamus said burp, burp, burp.
Nostradamus. I like that.
Yeah, that's why I call him, because he's always fucking wrong. Oh, he got a couple of letters right as far as Hitler's name. Shut the fuck up, okay? But I mean, Y2K, nothing happened. 2012, nothing happened.
What's next? Apophis? Yeah, there's the other one. That's supposed to collide in 2025 or something.
If shit's gonna end, I'm gonna be jamming to my music, drinking a beer, have my dick in my hand, and go out with a smile on my face.
Exactly.
Fuck it,
instead of worrying about, my posse groups that are spreading cancer throughout the United States and the society sense. It's ridiculous. And the whole thing about Ron Paul is the reason why he thinks that the end is coming is because UK has voted to leave the European Union, which I think is a good thing, to be honest with you.
It's going to be the end of fucking Europe, probably. That's it. Countries should get back their sovereignty. And you know what? If there's going to be a fucking war or whatever, what are you going to do? I think it's better for them to leave and try to do their own thing, have their own fucking rights. I was talking a little bit with Austin about this last night, and he don't really talk politics on his thing, but it was interesting having a perspective from someone who fucking lives there.
Right
and,
on.
He even thinks that it's going to be a good thing in the end. And meanwhile, you got assholes like Thunderfoot, like I mentioned, went completely insane, and instead of being logical or anything, he's just like pretty much spreading all this fear and hate that, if we leave the European Union, we're going to have to redo this, that, and the other thing, and blah, 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 blah. It's like the only reason Thunderfoot's saying this shit is because, he travels to different fucking countries for his goddamn job, as a nuclear technician or whatever the fuck it is.
Right on.
So it was all personal. It wasn't. Fuck personal, okay? I'll vote for something if I don't agree with it, if I think it will be better overall. Like, I don't like drugs. I think drugs ruin people's lives, but I will fucking vote to legalize all drugs to goddamn morrow if I could, because I think that would kill the cartels and kill the fucking gangs, and I think it would be a good fucking thing.
Absolutely. It would just be everyone can get their fix, and less violence has to be warranted over it. Everyone can be happy. I mean, I'll be honest. If weed were to ever be legalized and they had my favorite strain, which is indica, because sativa makes me have panic attacks from hell, I would get that on a normal day-to-day basis. Even Chong said himself. He said on a video interview, he says, sometimes people need to take something to relax because the human body just has so much stress to deal with in modern-day world that you need to take something in order to make that relaxation happen. Thus, I believe marijuana is just that key, that solace that people are searching for.
The only drug that I'm okay with. I don't really think it's that fucking negative.
I mean, tobacco, tobacco's worse for you.
Oh yeah.
In any way, I mean, don't get me wrong, it has its own tar and this and that, but it has medical benefits that have been proven time and time again, and we're keeping it illegal. Why?
Yeah.
I mean, it makes no lick of sense. I mean, we have a couple states that have it. Why can't the rest of us have the benefits that they're getting? I mean, we have to go to Colorado or fucking Washington State to get our fixes if we want to fix.
Yeah, I mean that's fucking stupid.
It not only is it dumb, it's not smart, and fucking since tobacco companies are losing a lot of money off the electronic cigarette biz, which they're trying to shut down, but they're fighting back. They're fighting back though. The guys down here, they have a plan. They have a plan that they're going to go through the legal system, which is obviously a suicide if you ask me. But they have a plan. They are pretty sure it works. So we'll see how that goes. But beyond that, the tobacco industry could easily get some of that money back if they were to legalize marijuana and get some of the cut from it.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, fucking, Marlboro fucking, weed, man.
I remember
they could do it.
People used to fucking lie to me at school to be like, yeah, if you go to Canada, you can get something called Marlboro Blues, and they're marijuana-laced cigarettes. And I was like, sweet. So I go to Canada with some friends, and it turned out I was lied to, and I felt like a total dumb shit. But they heard the same thing from different guys too, so they were all curious. So we went over there just to see, and in Windsor, Ontario, because that's right across from Detroit, and it turns out that we were lied to. But we got to drive around Canada and see a few things that you don't see in America, so that was kind of neat. Like a few fast food chains and difference in things. And that's the nice thing about going to another country, is just seeing how much different it is from what you're used to. The American way of life is just hustle, be society.
Everyone wants everything fucking faster.
Now. Exactly. They're fucking impatient. Thank you. Exactly. There's no patience. I mean, what I was raised to be from other people. Other people in my family, and even some friends. Patience is virtue.
I always hated that.
You hated that?
But I learned. I always my fucking grandma always used to say, "Oh, patience is a virtue," and I'm be like, "Bitch, it ain't one of my virtues. Shut up."
I know.
Didn't learn patience until my fucking 20s, probably, man. I mean,
same here. I did not have any patience for anything as a kid, and I was always like, okay, this is fast food, right? Where's the food? Why do I have to wait 10 minutes? I was a little shithead, I'm not going to lie, but as I got older, I became more mature and realized, they're people too, that they may not be ran.
It takes time, it's a shit job, there's mismanagement sometimes they run out of crap.
I respect retail workers and fast food workers today more so than I did in my teenage years, because since I've worked in the food industry and the retail industry for such a long period of time, I learn what kind of shit they go through, and I try to give them the benefit of the doubt and respect and patience, because their life's got to be hell if they're working in one of those dumps.
That's why I don't give shit to telemarketers, because I worked it, and
I just hang up.
God, it was soul crushing.
Just hang up the phone. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah, I mean, fuck, man. I mean, my phone tells me who the fuck's calling, you know?
Yep.
My $30 a month, like, voice over IP fucking phone service I have through a cable company tells me who's calling. It's not like the days where you had to pay extra for caller ID through fucking shitholes like AT&T or something.
Or MCI.
Like, you know,
remember them?
we got fucked by MCI back in the day.
So did we. WorldCom? Yeah, they fucked us up real bad.
Yeah, they switched us over to their service. Like, they called one day and Mom talked to them, and they acted like they were from our company, and they fucking switched us over illegally. I think we might have actually gotten some money out of that out of a settlement, because they were fucking scamming people in this switching to their service. Because she got Bill and she's like, MCI, what the fuck? I don't have fucking MCI, what the hell?
They were bleeding money, and they were trying any way they could to get money from people, regardless of what means to get it. Because in 2002, they were pretty much on death's door in terms of a company, and they were doing anything they could to bleed money from people. I mean, we just let our service go because we're like, no. Because my mom switched over to them thinking she was going to get a better deal, and we did at first. For the first 6 months, it was actually like, I think that for having the landline, it was like, it was $29.99, and that was with I forgot how many minutes of long distance per month, but it was a good price for what we could afford at the time. Because I couldn't find work, my brother couldn't find work. The only person that was given money, my mom worked for a little while, but then she had to quit because she had some bone spurs in her feet that was fucking. Yeah, she was done. And the boarder that was living there, Grayling, he was the only one paying money to help, while me and my brother were trying to find a job. So he was paying for the phone and everything else in between until my brother found a job at Red Lobster. I worked at Subway for a little bit, but that's a story for another time.
Subway eat flesh.
Exactly. Well, we all know where homeboy Jared's all about. He's about the 6 inches.
He's right here, 6 inches in him right now.
Right now, yep.
12 if it's Leroy.
Leroy Jenkins. Anyway.
It's not where I was going with that, but
fuck it. But it was, anyways, so we had our shit cut off, and it was horrible. And I switched to SBC.
I had my shit cut off. It was lovely.
Right. And, anyways, so I switched to SBC when I got a job at Big Lots, and I got my own phone line. And what that entailed was them motherfuckers, they got bought out by Verizon, right? So they started calling my house under my name, asking for my mom because my mom owed the money because we couldn't pay for them in the past. And I told them, like, you guys have either two choices. Either don't call me no more, or I'll take your ass to court for calling a line or asking for someone on my that is not on this account. This is my phone line. You cannot have it. And you cannot talk to that person, so you need to fuck off, or I will get a lawyer and I'll take care of your ass. They hung up the phone. They didn't even negotiate.
You got the same fuck you attitude as I got. I had to deal with this guy from fucking Save the Dream when our fucking house was about to be foreclosed on.
Oh no, that's rough, man. Sorry.
Yeah. Your video cut out. But anyway,
I'll fix it.
Anyway, fucking, I had to, I was calling, like, the guy. He was supposed to get things taken care of. I mean, they were to the point where they were taking fucking pictures of the house. Well, honestly, I could have eBayed like a bitch, but I didn't even do it then, when I would have had the right to. But regardless, the guy kept slacking and kept slacking. I called him up and I fucking screamed him out. I'm like, what the fuck do you guys do there? I said, they're getting ready to foreclose. Get this shit through. And he got all defensive and shit, and he's like, oh, well, the government, this and that. I said, yeah, I know the government's slow. Get this fucking taken care of before I have to come over there and fucking talk to somebody.
Because I just get, you just get annoyed. You try to be patient with people. You try to work with people. But the thing is they just push and annoy. I understand that's a part of their business culture. They want to push you to get something or to agree to something. But when you tell them to shut up and you're not interested, they should go away. But no, they keep pushing you, and then
Well, this was the different case. This was a guy that was working
Right.
for us
Right.
pretty much, and he was dragging ass. And you know what? I tell you what, that motherfucking shit got taken care of the next week. Done. So I don't regret cussing out the man on the phone. Got it done. And Benny's like, "Oh, that wouldn't work in the South." I'm like, "This isn't the South. This is Youngstown, bitch."
yeah, this is fucking Ohio is north. It's Yankee territory. Fuck off.
And we both got that fuck you attitude. Get it done. Fuck you. Pay me. Get things figured out. I don't want no excuses. I don't want to hear, "Oh, well, blah, blah, blah." Fuck you.
Mhm.
Do it.
Do it.
What
That's
you
your
said you're gonna
job.
do what you fucking agreed to, you prick.
Exactly. Do what you do, and if you refuse to, then fuck off my shit, and I'll find someone else who will, who's more competent than your lazy ass. That's all it boils
It's like
down
my
to.
fucking. I went to this eye doctor. It was a big mistake. Couldn't go my normal eye doctor because he wasn't covered under the insurance I'm on now. So thanks, Obama.
Yeah.
Why the? But I went to these jokers, man, and they gave me these glasses, and they like weren't fucking strong enough. It was just blurry, and I was getting really bad migraines. I mean, it took them a month to get me the fuckers. So then we had to go back. I got retested by a different guy, and they made them stronger. And then I'm still waiting. It's been like 2 fucking months. I'm still waiting. Where the fuck are my glasses? And apparently they got in trouble for tax evasion or some shit. I'm about
Wow.
to go over there and fucking be like, "Bitch, give me my shit now. Now!
Exactly. Because.
Or you're gonna have to fucking have me hauled out of here, because I ain't leaving. Give me my shit. Give me my shit or put my fucking money back on my insurance card, you pile of fuck. You lazy motherfuckers, you. I'm done. I'm done with these people. Hurry the fuck up. I mean, God, if it's government problems, whatever, call me and tell me. Tell me what's going on. They know nothing. Can't even call the place. The fucking phone's like off the hook.
Well, as Peter Steele said in the song "Life Is Killing Me," paid magicians. That's all it is. They steal your money and they try to make magic happen in their own little way, and then you're left unsatisfied, or you're left in a worse state than you were prior to having whatever procedure or.
Well, hopefully they
something.
didn't piss off some fucking sociopath out there somewhere, because, if they did, Toasty!
Yeah.
I'll make some magic happen.
You'll have some crazy.
Aloha snack bar.
You're an Aloha snack bar, or just some crazy motherfucker with some heavy firearms.
I mean, seriously, they're gonna end up with someone like that. If they... God, the other day when I was in there getting my fucking prescription changed to something that didn't suck ass, there was like so many crazy people in there. I felt like I was in the fucking waiting room at the fucking loony bin again.
Yeah, and no one that feeling is awful. I wouldn't want that for anybody, not even my worst enemy. It's a bad feeling. You just feel doom and gloom and nothing else in one of those waiting rooms in the loony bin.
Your cat is up real high, man.
Oh yeah, Panda. Yeah, he's just chilling. He's grooming himself too.
He's like, "Hey, I'm gonna put on a show for you guys."
Even though I don't have my video on the podcast.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I could add that easily.
It ain't nothing.
Yeah. But we're at the past the hour mark. So you want to keep going, or you think we're good?
I don't have anything else right now. Pretty much talked about everything I wanted to, unless you have any other subjects.
No, I'll be honest. I was like you with last week. I didn't really do too many looking out. I mean, yesterday was my only looking out I was doing. Hold on, my cat's doing something. Guys, hold on 1 second. I apologize. Carrie, go on, Carrie, buddy. I'll be right back.
Yep. This week on the Problematicast, Demonius's cats do absurd things.
Jesus. Okay. Vinegar works every time. She was scratching.
Oh my god.
She was scratching through the fucking wall, and I don't know why she does that. It makes
Douchemonius X.
douche. Why douche? It makes me a lady. Oh, sorry.
Someone needs to send this fucker to Chem Justice.
Yes, please do.
I swear we've ripped on him and rednecks like most of this thing, but hell,
it was
God
fun.
is smiling.
Yeah, it was fun because we were having a bad. At least I have. I can't speak for DP because DP's well, he's DP, but I've been having a pretty rough couple days, so I kind of needed the laughter and the fun that we had during this podcast. So.
If we wanted a train wreck, we could have Asa back on.
Oh, Jesus Christ, no, we are not.
It wasn't that bad of a train wreck. I mean, it's just us bullshitting as normal.
Well, yeah, we can have his screaming brats and interfering with the topics we were trying to talk about, but we've already
lose your train of thought.
Yeah, it was just awful, and my wife was such a better fit, and
oh yeah,
and she is
better fit.
Hey, that's for me, not for you, bitch. But no. Anyways, she, to be fair and honest, though, she was a very good fit for the show, and I hope to have her on again sometime. And it seems she got a lot of positive feedback from, well, not a whole lot, but a good amount of positive feedback from some of the people who watch her.
A different perspective, without being condescending or just
Absolutely.
being like, oh, this ain't meant to be some sort of fucking SJW style safe space. I'm okay with hearing different opinions, but just I don't like condescending shit where it's like where we're getting treated like we're just fucking stupid or something, or getting talked over all the time. It's fucking train wreck. Never again. Whatever. Fuck it.
We learn. That's the beauty of life, dude. We deal with a lesson and we learn it and move forward, because why dwell on it like all these other wonderful groups of people, the lefties and SJWs and bronies and LGBTs, they dwell on shit and they fucking spread their feces all over the goddamn place. And I'm
LGBT LMNOP.
Yeah, I'm sick of their shit, man. But I can't. I mean, there's this. I have a long time before I think my time is done on Earth, but I still don't have enough time to speak of how much bullshit they're spreading throughout the whole internet and outside and everything else. It's like, sometimes I wonder if this being an indoor troll,
recluse.
Yeah, recluse. Thank you. Living in solitude instead of dealing with this bullshit is the better way to go. But I understand sometimes I have to leave the house and do grocery shopping and buy things for my cats and take care of myself and my wife. I have to. But goddamn it, I hate being exposed.
Well, at least you take care of your responsibilities. Unlike people today, they want the government to be mommy and daddy.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, I get disability income, but I don't blow it all on bullshit.
Yeah, we get fucking food stamps, but we're trying to work our way out of it.
Yeah.
That's the way it's meant to be. It's not meant to be like just, I'm going to get this forever. Now, I mean, there are people that have disability that need to get it forever, but I mean, some people just game the system.
Mm-hmm. And it's just, it's ridiculous that we got... Oh. Little kitten Puma, the one that Michelle found, she gave him a bath because they were outside and a couple of them have fleas and we don't want them to spread throughout the house. God. Yeah.
Man, we had fleas before. It was terrible. I had fleas that the animals had fleas so fucking bad.
Last year, we had a really bad flea problem. A Steeler, our really big cat, the one that's 25 pounds or more, he had a huge amount of fleas and flea dirt on his backside, and it was almost impossible to catch up with we had a flea comb, and every day we would get like almost a whole pound of flea dirt. It was awful, and it's just we couldn't get a hold on it. We finally did though, and now we're trying to stop it from getting bad again because fleas are awful.
They're just fucking disgusting.
They're disgusting, and they make my pets uncomfortable, and I want my pets to be happy and comfortable. You know what I mean?
I mean, Indy, the one year had fleas so bad that he would scratch himself bloody.
Yeah. A couple of our cats did that too, and we had to stop them, but they just couldn't quit because they were so itchy. And we tried different kinds of creams. Aloe vera seemed to work a little well. Mm-hmm. We didn't put too much on there because they said too much.
I actually think we I think we might have put some sort of fucking itch medicine on them. We
Mhm.
just went by like what they recommended for like infants or some shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Because like we had to put cream on there because he just would not fucking quit opening it up, and I hate seeing my cats all covered in blood because of these fucking parasites.
Mm-hmm. You know, they're like the pet version of lice.
I thought you were going to say crabs.
No, lice. I don't know, man. Lice is horrible. The last time I had lice was when I was 19 because my brother. If you want to hear something gross? A quick story, just for the hell of it. My brother was living in a trailer as well. He was living at the Twin Peaks Trailer Park, which is in the Lebanon Mound, in Michigan. Yeah, I know. Twin Peaks, go figure, right? Anyway,
No, I'm not thinking the pervy route. I'm thinking of like, you know,
the TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah, which was the movie was what the fuck material, but that blonde in it was anyways, off kilter.
Yeah.
my brother, he lived at this trailer, and my brother was a person who didn't take care of himself. He was like my dad in that regard. Wouldn't take a shower for 6 months out of the year, no joke. And eventually got so bad to where he'd come over and he would be scratching his head a lot, and that I was like, you got like, I'm like, do you have a dry scalp or something there, bro? He's like, yeah. He's like, probably. It's summertime, and you know, oils go through the scalp and it itches your scalp. I'm like, yeah, probably. Well, it turned out that there was a couple times he came over after that, I started to develop an itch, and so did my mom. And we were like, I'm like, okay, I think Mike may have bugs in his hair. So mom went and bought us a flea kit, and it turned out, yes, it was, I mean, not flea, tick kit. Not tick, God damn it, lice. Thank you. God damn it, parasites. They all have weird names. Anyways, we used that, and I had this big bunch right here in the side of my scalp, right?
Ooh.
Yeah, it was awful. Mom had one in the back of her head. My brother, he shaved his head for me because he didn't know where his was. His entire right side of his scalp, all the way to the back of his head, was covered in lice. I actually had to put a bag over my head because I was afraid they were going to jump on my shit. And by the time I was done getting all the lice off of him, I had at least 20 of them fuckers on my shirt.
Ooh.
I threw that shirt away. I said, fuck this shit. I covered but his entire right side of his scalp was covered in nothing but with lice. I mean, I wanted to throw up. It was awful. It was something you would see. I mean, you know, you see dead bodies covered in maggots and shit. It was kind of like that, except my brother's not dead, obviously.
Well, maybe he is.
Well, he's brain dead with all the fucking drugs he's done in his life, but that's besides the point.
I mean, shit, though, man. I've never fucking had a problem with that. The only problem I have is dry scalp. I've tried every medicine known to man. Cannot get rid of it.
I know. I have that problem, too, especially in the wintertime. I don't know what it is about winter. I think it may be the dry atmosphere, but I have the worst dry scalp. And if I put my hands through my hair, like if I just do this, one of these things, fucking snowflakes drop from the fucking hair tips. It's like ridiculous. I could sit there and like go like this, like Ali Sheedy or whatever her fuck that bitch is in
Breakfast Club,
and just make the whole shit, my whole desk here covered in dandruff if it was the winter time.
I mean, how every time I shave the sides of my head, it's mostly skin, just can't fix it. Tried everything.
Yep.
Tried every fucking medicine I can get.
Yep. Tried Selsun Blue, Scalpicin, Dove, it's dandruff shampoo and conditioner.
Scalpicin does help for the itching at least.
It brings
like if I get a real bad itch, it'll kill.
Yeah, it brings
but
then
it gets your fucking hair all greasy, which I don't like.
Yeah, it brings the itch down a couple notches, and that's nice. But it doesn't, effectively do it for the long term or for the long period of time. It's kind of like the Ambisol of dandruff for dry scalp. It works on contact because Ambisol, you put it on whatever it's hurting your teeth ache, and it kind of numbs the pain.
I can't wait to get my fucking teeth ripped out, get me some dentures. No more brushing, no more bullshit, no more fucking crumbly crap because there's too much fluoride in the water.
Uh-huh. My brother can go on about that. He's a conspiracy theorist.
That's the only one that I know for a fact is not bullshit.
It's not. There is fluoride in the water, and there's also chlorine. You should drink from our tap water here. It's filled with chlorine. It's awful.
So is PA water, man, at my fucking cousin's house.
It's awful, man. Also, well water to me is the worst, even though that's the healthiest, but it smells like farts. And it tastes like shit.
It's the sulfur.
Yeah.
It's the sulfur.
But it has, I guess sulfur is good for mineral intake. I don't know. It's supposed to be the healthiest form of water out there that you can get from tap. I don't see how, but okay. I'll just take that and go with it. The only way I can drink well water is if I make Kool-Aid with it. Other than that, it tastes like shit, and I would rather, I don't know, drink my own piss like Bear Grylls. The sun's going down, I better drink my own pay.
Hey, it's what's for dinner.
Okay, Kim.
All right, well, I think we pretty much covered everything, even some kind of nasty shit in the end here, but
yep.
Probably about time to wrap this bitch up.
Yep, and
like a serial killer.
Yeah, exactly. And we can light the
crap
and roast some marshmallows on her corpse after we light it on fire.
Toasty. Make some marshmallows. Make some s'mores. I wish I had s'more bitches to kill.
Like I did in Postal 2 in that one video.
Oh, that was an awesome fucking video.
Everyone keeps...
I watched that banned fucking video, man. That fucking, that one with the Columbine shit.
Ah, yes. Oh, yes.
What a roasted bitch over here.
I like hearing the phone calls of people screaming and shit, and you hear me in the background, die! It's fucking great.
You fucking need to do another one with fucking hatred. I know I already released a pretty kick-ass hatred video, but yes. I mean, you need to do one too, man. Honestly, if I was talking to you at that point, I should have fucking had you on, but I didn't know about a lot of this shit. We were out of touch for a while, but I mean, fuck me.
Out of touch.
Maybe if they make a sequel.
Yeah, and maybe we can, like, I don't know, do like some sort of review together. That would be cool.
Whatever, man. That would be neat.
They got some good mods for that, by the way. You should take a look.
I'll have to check that out.
Yep. Browse the workshop. They got tons of great shit on there for hatred. So, okay. Well, anyways, all right. Well, do you have any more closing remarks before we end the broadcast here?
No. Working on a few videos like usual. Don't have anything done yet, unfortunately, but getting ideas out there, trying to get shit together.
Well, that's all it takes, you just gotta take an idea and run with it, or whatever comes to mind. Like I always said before with YouTube, it's just do what you love, and even if you don't get views, if you had fun doing it, who cares? That's all that matters.
Yep.
I mean, that's the way I look at it, and my video count, or my view count, has dropped tremendously throughout the years. It doesn't bother me one bit. I know some people out there like it, and some people don't. It is what it is.
Well, it's like we're both in dead styles. You do vlogging, I do fucking, parody game reviews. Parodying fucking Irate Gamer hasn't been relevant in forever, but, it's my shtick. That's my style, and I fucking like doing it. You do your thing. Mm-hmm. I mean, I used to get thousands of views. I don't anymore. Wish I did again, but that's why I keep trying to innovate and change things up a little bit here and there.
Right on. And if you get that, that's cool. But you should also keep in the back of your head, if you're having fun, that's the bottom line.
All right.
I mean, I like your material, but I mean, not just because you're my friend, but I genuinely think it's funny as fuck.
That's probably how Fuck, man, you were there before I started the bullshit show. Before I started all that, back when I used to make vids ripping on the haters.
Yep, I remember that shit. Good times.
I gotta go fishing and close this one up.
Alright, I will go ahead and do that. You have yourself a good night. And I wanted to tell everybody out there to have a wonderful 4th of July. And we hope you enjoyed this Problematicast. I know it was a little out there. We weren't too prepared for it, but we just wing it with some of the things that we discussed when we were voice chatting, and I hope that you guys have some plans for your 4th of July. I'm not doing too much. We're having a barbecue tomorrow. And with some of our neighbors, and that's about it. Around, I don't know what time, but fuck. It's just going to happen at some point tomorrow. So we're going to go ahead and do that and then do our 4th of July. And I hope the rest of you have had some fun planned things to do. I would suggest going, just go outside and enjoy the nice warm weather that we're having. Because, when winter comes, it gets depressing as fuck. But, when summer is happening, I like to go out there and embrace the sunshine and even the warm weather, even though in Oklahoma it's like a fucking oven or whatever the fuck. It's ridiculously hot, and I don't recommend it to anybody when it comes to that. But when it starts cooling down, like when the sun goes down, go outside, or go out for at least a couple minutes. Just enjoy the sunshine. You'd be surprised what a little bit of sunshine can do for your mood. So, that's all I suggest. I just want everyone to take care of yourselves, enjoy your weekend, and I hope you have fun planned, and tell me about it if you want to in the comment section of what you plan on doing for your 4th of July. And I'm going to go ahead and cut the stream, or cut the recording, and you guys have a great one. This is Demonius Sex signing out. Have a good one.